Good morning, students. Last day we discussed the types of solid, classification of the solid. That is, the solid has been classified into two types. One is the crystalline, another is the amorphous solid. And we have discussed the characteristics of the crystalline solid and the amorphous solids. Today we are going to discuss the classification of the crystalline solids. So the crystalline solids are classified on the basis of intermolecular forces between the constituent particles and the nature of the constituent particles also into four main types. The first is the molecular solid, second is the ionic solid, third is the metallic solid, and the fourth is covalent or network solid. So depending upon the intermolecular forces between the constituent particles and the nature of the constituent particles, means whether they are the atoms, molecules or the ions, they have been divided into four types: molecular, ionic, metallic and covalent or network solid. Now let's start this discussion from the first, molecular solid. Now what are the molecular solids? Now here the constituent particles are the molecules or atoms like that of inert gas. Right? Now let me give example of it. Now here we can have inert gas, that means helium atom. We have got CO2, water, right? SO2. So you can see the helium. This is a single atom. Even the hydrogen molecule also will come under this category, molecular solids. And the intermolecular forces. Which kind of intermolecular forces are there between the constituent particles? The molecular solids, that is, depending upon the intermolecular forces. Right. The molecular solids are being further classified into three more types. Three types. One is the non-polar molecular solid. Now when we say non-polar molecular solid, here we include the atoms or molecules, helium atom or an argon atom, noble gases, right? Or the molecules, hydrogen, CO2. Now helium, here also it is a non-polar molecule. Hydrogen, here it is also a non-polar molecule, and CO2 is also a non-polar molecule whose dipole moment becomes zero, right? Gets zero. So here the non-polar molecular solids, the forces of attraction between the two units or the two atoms or the two molecules will be weak dispersion forces known as London forces also. Now, if you remember in class 11, we have discussed this dispersion of London forces. Now, let us consider this as an atom of helium, right? Here, what happens? That the charge gets dispersed and arbitrarily let it gets here partial positive and the partial negative charge, and it takes it because of instantaneous movement of the atom or a molecule, right? It will be there for a certain movement, that here the negative or we can say the electron cloud intensity will be most, will get a partial negative charge, and here it is less or least, so it is getting partially positive charge. Now the nearby helium atom which will be present here, this dipole, right, we will say it to be the instantaneous dipole, which is being created here, this one. This will induce the dipole in another helium atom, right? So due to this, what will happen? The electron cloud of this helium atom will be attracted toward it. So here we will get a partial negative charge, here is the partial positive charge. So here it is induced, a dipole is being induced. So here these two atoms will experience little attraction for one another. So here the non-polar molecular solid, they experiences weak dispersion forces. Now the second example, second type of it is the polar molecular solid. Right? So polar molecular solid, we will have example here HCl, ammonia. We are example where we have got a polar molecule, dipole moment is not being cancelled and resultant dipole is there. So here we will having the force of attraction will be dipole-dipole interaction. So dipole-dipole force of interaction will be there. Right? So dipole-dipole interaction means, let us take an example here, that if we have got this plus and this is minus, right? So another molecule nearby, it will be having plus and minus dipole. So if it is an HCl, so here it will be H, here Cl, it will be H and Cl. For example, if it is HCl molecule, so nearby HCl molecule will orient itself in such a way that is H positive will be facing toward the Cl. In the same way here also, here it is plus and this is minus. So in this way the molecules are going to orient themselves around one another so that they are getting little closer, they get closer to one another, and this type of interaction will be known as dipole-dipole interaction. Now the third type, which it is the hydrogen bonded molecular solid. So we have done non-polar molecular solid, polar molecular solid. Now the third is the hydrogen bonded molecular solid, right? So here there will be hydrogen bond between the molecules. Let us take an example of water here, right, or HF. So here you can just easily understand from here that in water, right? So if it is a water molecule, H2O, this is O and this is H, right? This is H2O molecule here. We know it is del negative and this del positive. Here is also del positive. So nearby the water molecule will be in this way. So this is the hydrogen bond which will be formed between the two molecules. So in the hydrogen bonded molecular solid, there will be hydrogen bond between the two molecules, right? Molecular solids hence is classified into three types: non-polar molecular solid, polar molecular solid, and hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Now the non-polar molecular solid, these are going to form the soft solid, right? Similarly, the polar molecular solid, HCl, ammonia, they will also, when they are being cooled down, they will just getting changed into the soft solid. Hydrogen bonded also, they are also form the soft solids. Now the melting point. The non-polar molecular solid, they have low melting point. Polar molecular solid also have the low melting point, right? And hydrogen bonded solids, they also have the low melting point, right? Then come the conductivity, electrical conductivity. So non-polar, polar molecular solids, right? These two are not going to conduct the electricity. They are the non-polar, they are not going to conduct the electricity. And the hydrogen bonded molecular solid, they too don't conduct the electricity. And compared to the non-polar and polar molecular solid, their boiling point or the melting point is going to be high, and they form generally the volatile. They are volatile in nature.